Oh, hi. Hey, it's time for the 5 Minute Commute. We're going to start with a strange question of the day. Uh, can you like, follow, comment, share, and subscribe? That's what we need. We are one person short of 500 on TikTok and just about 100 short of 4,000 on Facebook. So if you haven't liked, comment, shared, subscribed, all of that, please do all of that today. First story of the day. We haven't talked much about Ukraine, not in a while. The focus has been on all the other war stuff going on around the world, so haven't talked much about Ukraine. Well, Ukraine and Russia is actually ramping up. Not wrapping up, ramping up. Ukraine has been firing drones and actually hitting Moscow. Well inside Russia, their drones have been firing and hitting all over Russia. And Ukraine, I don't know that that's a sign that Ukraine's winning, but a lot of people are dying, and this war is becoming a much bigger deal. I have a feeling we're going to be talking about it a lot more in the next few days. A Yale study came out. Now, first off, let's be very fair about what this study says. The study is not peer-reviewed yet, but the study is out, and Yale is a fairly credible source that if we switched as America to Medicare for all, we as a country would save $1 trillion a year, and we would save 114,000 lives. That's significant. Now, again, this is not yet peer-reviewed. This is one study from Yale, but that is what they're saying. We'd save $1 trillion and save 114,000 American lives per year. The Indiana Bears. So many people are upset about this, but the Bears announced over the weekend that their focus is on building that new facility and moving to Hammond, Indiana. Now, they're not changing their name. They said they would remain the Chicago Bears. And if you're very, very upset about this, there are numerous teams that do not play in their city. They play near their city. Of course, both New York teams are that way. The Los Angeles teams are that way. The San Francisco team is that way. Even the Buffalo Bills, which you'd think is a small town and should play in Buffalo, don't play in Buffalo. They play in a little suburb nearby. There are a lot of teams this way, and even some others that don't play even in their own state. We'll all be fine with it. It's just going to take a couple years. Today is National Thrift Shop Day. Do you do some thrift shopping? I didn't used to. I always, thought you went through a lot of junk to find like one thing that you liked. And then I started collecting records, and now I can't pass up a thrift shop. I have to see if there's something good in there. And rarely is there, but still, I do like a thrift shop. How about you? On this day in history, back in 1969, on August 17th, it was the final night of Woodstock. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Woodstock, it is I don't know how you're unfamiliar, but I'll go over it anyway. It was a music concert with just about every cool musician from the late 60s was involved in this. They sold 187,000 tickets, and 500,000 people showed up without tickets and said, "We want in." They tore down the walls, but they did it peacefully, unlike the later Woodstocks where it became a complete disaster. 500,000 people showed up, and it was sort of a disaster because that many people without the plans for that many people quickly becomes a problem. That being said, some of the most iconic musical performances ever happened at Woodstock, and it wrapped up not on the final night. That would be tonight. It wrapped up the next morning with Jimi Hendrix. Pretty cool, huh? That's going to do it for today. We kept it sort of short and sweet for this Monday. Have a great day. Don't forget, we're just a few short on both TikTok and Facebook. So if you can like, follow, share, subscribe. Follow and subscribe are the two I really need to get those numbers going up. Thank you so much. Have a great day. And don't forget, be kind to someone today.